functional matchup later on. Liquid closes up with their mid lane pick, Sanji, on that Kimmy. I don't know how... You know what? Falcons did win with a Rome Hilda last week against AP Brent, so they might be playing off of the same...
Easy actually got to find Few there, has no other way out. Sanford picks up first blood, and now Ogwen might be the next target. Look at the bravest fighter and the frees that are coming in from Sanji. He'll just try to run away, return under the bush. Super Marco joining the fight as well, dealing enough damage actually to force Team Liquid Philippines to walk away, but they will still be able to find their way back. Karl TZ very low though, and now Kyle TZ gets the turtle instead.
Oh, Marco's not done. Pushing away JP. I think he wants to go first block. Flickers in. Takes down Daddy underneath the turret.
Oh my goodness, another bravest fighter from San. That was a fight that Falcons clearly started even before the objective.
All right, Marco making a beeline towards the turtle fight. Turtle at less than half health.
Sanford jumping in, trying to look for Few. Karl TZ this time around secures the objective. Flap TZ's left all alone, and Karl TZ and the rest of the members of Team Liquid will be able to deal with him, while Sanford deals with 4 other members and will have to sacrifice his life to Kyle.
You know what? 5.5 minutes in, and I really do believe... Oh, wait, Karl? What's he thinking?
This isn't a 1v1, it's a 1v2, but now make it a 1v3 because Ogwen gets left in the middle of 3 members of Team Liquid, and Sanji will be the one taking the kill.
You know what? Something tells me...
Could have been a roamer for roamer trade, but it just didn't go well for Falcons.
Marco!
Good wall.
Okay, there's... The tech charge and the curtain call was also used just in time. Now might be the clapback for Team Falcons. Better airstrike already committed. But then, for some reason, they get to survive, and Karl TZ!
Oh!
He doesn't get to dodge the last hit from Kyle!
Call it a TZ sandwich! He was gonna run the flap either way. Ogwen running away from him and JP.
Macro is a bit too much. So Liquid tried to bait out a response by Falcons.
Yeah, and Sanji doesn't have the flicker too. Ogwen might be going for him actually. Sanford and JP, they go for the other side. Karl TZ secures the objective and they're able to deal with Flap. And all the while, Ogwen too will be having a difficulty at sustaining the damage. They just focused on the Lord.
Kyle is so slippery.
Another room for error, but now Liquid finding control, and Falcons needs to find a way to turn it around.
And JP finds Ogwen too. Now they get to take him down. They clearly want to maximize this objective that they got, even using the tech charge just to take that tier 1 in mid.
I was gonna say Ogwen gave himself up so that the turret wouldn't get pushed, but Liquid had
final pieces depending on when he gets his gold, when he gets the item.
Ogwen!
And now they commit on to Ogwen, but the damage might not be enough just yet. Flap TZ goes in with the Falling Star Moon. Karl TZ gets to dodge it with the Thorn Rose. OM already here, but will he use the Zaman Force? The Fettered Airstrike doesn't matter. Sanford just jumps on Few, and now they successfully take down Flap TZ.
He had no Purify. That could have been it. Now it's Ogwen's turn. Flickers out of the wall.
Oh, he had to flicker because there was a wall. Kyle TZ, they see him now, but they have the conceal. But that's 1 man down for Team Falcons and Team Liquid.
I think we're gonna be just delaying it.
That's the wrong brush. Kyle TZ walks in at JP and Oheb.
The target was Kyle all along, but Oheb and JP will get traded out. Super Marco will be the one picking up the kills. That's the Land Shaker committed by Sanford, but will Sanji be able to deal with these tanky heroes of Team Falcons? 40 with the sustain, and now Sanji, Sanduo are actually making it happen. Gets the flicker away from Flap TZ, and somehow Flap TZ too still survives while Karl does not.
Flap TZ turning it around like he's an F2 in Singapore in early 2021.
Sanji might get to find Flap TZ this time around. Sanford really trying to tank everything, but all he'll do is try to walk away because Few gets to join as well and takes him down.
Sanji refuses.
Kyle, Few as well. Now it's a full-on fight for the first Lord.
Sanji still half HP. He can't really put himself out there. Ogwen, and now Flap. Look at how much damage they're dealing. The Lord will finally go into the hands of Team Falcons, and all that TLPH could do is watch.
My friend, you're not wrong. It is Falcons' first Lord, and they're going to take over the map.
Ogwen gets spotted.
Yeah, that's a Phantom Execution already used. Rose gets to successfully successfully pick him off. Carl TZ, he actually wants more. Goes for Super Marco, but the falling storm was on point. And there goes the Zaman Force. Federed airstrike. Everything thrown out, even the Mountain Shocker. And Kyle TZ gets to burst down OHIB.
Great! Falcons really wants that playoff slot, but Liquid aren't giving it to them.
Sanford jumps in, Bravest Fighter. Now they want to take down Flap. Solar Beam, and that's a mega kill for Sanji. They will now disengage after losing both Ogwin and Flap.
All right. Decisively, that is an overheat. Ogwin for OHIB is...
He wants Few.
No!
He's going after Few, but the Wings by Wings will save him. And now he's up against Kyle, and he takes down Kyle.
We talked about it. See Halberd on hand, and he can burst down anyone with Kyle down. This is bad. The conceal play by Ogwin was countered by JP's own defensive conceal. That's why they couldn't target the Harith.
Ults are but a tool to get what you need. The purpose of all of the footsies Liquid was playing this whole time was to get a pick off, and they got the best one. Kyle is out of the picture for at least 20 more seconds.
How unfortunate could it be that even without the landing, or even without the tech charge landing, you lose your jungler? And now the tech charge lands onto Flap, but they couldn't make much out of it, but it'll still be enough.
Few almost stole that.
All used. Carl TZ can't puncture out.
Ogwin.
And now Flap TZ jumping in, but it seems like they're able to focus all their resources on him. Federed Airstrike also avoided by Team Liquid Philippines, and the Bravest Fighter might be enough to zone and deal enough damage. Super Marco unknowingly has so much, but Carl TZ is able to deal with him. Ogwin nearly tried to take down Sanji, but they have all their eyes spread out across the map.
Underneath big fights like that, Falcons box just pales in comparison to Liquid.
Oh, Carl TZ again looking for Kyle. Feathered Airstrike already used just to clear the minions, but they have one more up top that will be immediately dealt with. They have another. Will they still go for it?
I think they're going to try, because Carl went for potion. There's going to be a lot of damage from this lance.
Oh, traction pulls. Mountain Shocker gets touched as well. Sanford, does he still go in? He actually will, and there goes the tick charge as well. Carl TZ, he's only after Few, and he will be able or unable to take it. Kyle TZ deals with him instead.
Kyle's miracle play takes down Carl. Double kill for Kyle. They kick out Liquid.
Just when we thought we'd hear the 3 count, shoulder up in the air, off the mat, and
Team Liquid might fight. They might actually go for the fight. Sanford jumping in with the Bravest Fighter, but where is Carl? He is nowhere to be found. He dealt with Owen first. 40 with such a play, but now the Lord is in the hands of Team Falcons, and all Team Liquid are after is the fight after.
All right, that's a 2 for 1. They're not done. Feathered Airstrike.
No, what the hell? Kyle TZ once again.
Kyle TZ, a monster in the land of Dawn. Taken down 2. Make it 3. Carl is the only one left.
Kyle freaking TZ! He put the name on his own, and he carries it with such pride and ferocity. Can Falcons end game 1 here?
Who would have thought that he'd still survive?
It's 20 seconds till the rest of Liquid come in. Bare minimum. Mountain Shocker, Feathered Airstrike, Lord on the base.
Carl TZ just goes in because he has no other choice. Team Falcons are still alive as they take game number 1.
Falcons 1 game away from locking in that playoff spot.
What?
My kiss.
Oh, it's not.
It's an Alice.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Interesting. A lot of weird setup in CC coming from different angles for Falcons here.
Yeah. Throne of Ruin, and I think they were also thinking about the Winter Crown for Alice, considering that this Alice is going to be taking the brunt of the damage, and being the main frontliner for Falcons means that you need the Winter Crown to help cancel out or diminish the effect of he's going to be here. He has Flicker and the Throne of Ruin.
okay. All the Abyssal Arrows have been dodged so far. That's the Revitalize already used by JP. Black TZ actually went in, but First Blood goes over to Ogwin. Sanji finds Kyle TZ. Flap TZ2 taking down his TZ brother. That's going to be a 1-for-2 trade.
Yep, lower quarter of the map. That's an arrow right to the face.
They got the stacks. Crossbow of Tang coming in.
Bang!
Oh, but Sanford Sanford doesn't get to sustain it as much. Carl TZ gets the objective
deep.
for his team, but will it be enough? FLCP still holding on, doesn't get taken down. JP finally does though, and that's gonna be 1-for-1 trade. But again, the objective goes into Team Liquid's hands.
Yeah.
Oh, they already swapped their lanes.
Yeah. Little by little though, Falcons losing this. Hook!
Iron Hook landing. Winter Crown
Yeah, he rocked
from
it.
Ogwen, and now they successfully take down JP. That was a surprise.
Yeah, Ogwen built up that Winter Crown as the second turtle was happening actually. So now, I think even Team Liquid Philippines were caught off guard by that. He committed the bite, Winter Crown, and that does not...
That Iron Hook, but does Sanji have a way getting out of this?
Nope.
Doesn't even have the flicker, and what can he do against the Baksha?
Just blasted down. Folks, I don't know if you hear it as much, but the crowd is tense on both sides.
Yep, you're hearing the silence.
Oh, another hook!
Another Iron Hook and the Bloody Hunt.
Bang!
JB, will he even get to use his AOG? He does get to use it. Carl TZ will just deal with the waves.
But that is a big ticket ult that Liquid cannot get access to for this final turtle.
Yeah, but there's no Bloody Hunt, no Feathered Airstrike, and no Throne of Ruin as well. I think Liquid gets this turtle.
Okay, Sanford going in. Bravest fighter, only Flap, trying to scout Carl TZ and JP. But what? Super Marco finding Oheb with the help of few, but Flap TZ. Phantom execution, Sanford takes the kill.
2 for 1, but they eventually equalize. Liquid,
I think it landed onto Sanji or Sanford.
But how did Liquid get on top of Marco that close?
Oh,
And now JP gets taken in. Carl TZ looking for few. AOG already landed, but everyone touches it. Carl TZ successfully takes down a few, however. Crossbow of Tag already used by Oheb as well. Flap TZ trying to stack the damage, but now all they want is to take down that tier 1 miss. And Flap TZ next as a bonus, but he still survives.
Immaculate turret juggling by Liquid, and they're not down. 41's Ogwen!
Oh! He was too quick with that Winter Crown!
Was able to do as much split pushes.
Yes.
Or managing the waves even, just because of how Team Liquid Philippines has handled the early game, but that's the AOG landing on multiple members. Bravest Fighter 2 with such high damage. Flap TZ trying to deal with the others, but look at Oheb flying over everyone with the crossbow of Tag, and Flap TZ is only able to isolate one. He's only able to isolate JP, and now he might have to say goodbye as well, as it's a wipeout. Team Liquid Philippines, they're so close to evening out the series, and they're not letting Falcons take the 2-0.
These last few moments are but a formality. Liquid, take us all the way. Not so fast, Falcons. You gotta win one more game to lock in for the playoffs.
The perfect set by 4D, Landshaker into the AOG. Liquid could not have executed that any better, and even though Few was able to land some crucial...
I think at this point it's safe to say we know Falcons. We know Falcons, but what is this? A joy from left field. Carl TZ psyched us out. It's Daddy JP on the Baksha with Carl TZ on that joy.
That swerve. Oh my goodness, Falcons might
go. Like, I need my purple first. Yeah.
They might just hand it over.
Uh-oh.
Sanford going in. Oh! Phantom execution. Was that predicted by the Landshaker? Now they go for Kyle. He's going to be first blood. Flap TZ might be next. A not so good start if you're Team Falcons. He couldn't get out of it even under the turret.
Again, that's the key question. Did Sanford predict that? Because the Landshaker was perfect. Kyle TZ Phantom execution did, and once he reappeared into the map...
JP, okay.
Few gets jumped on. Hard guard.
That's a Baksha shield unity, and look at JP, he might handle this all on his own. But now with the help of Carl handing over the kill, that's a 2-0-1 start for a Joy.
Not like this. I don't think Falcons was in a position to play patsy like that to bait out a response.
And even the Granger, after they get that pick off, just go.
Oh, JP all alone though. Will he still get to receive the hard guard? It seems like Sanju did not pursue. They fully knew that they just had to lose him there.
Uh-oh, how about this time on Carl?
Oh, okay, maybe this is why we're saying the Kaja isn't as...
Yeah.
Yes.
It's frail.
It's frail. They knew it was.
Ogwen still not using the Divine Judgment
Hey!
through. Super Marco going in with the Salmon Force on JP.
Bang!
And he successfully takes a kill.
How's about that for some pop and stop?
All right, that worked out for Falcons.
Out of it, but this time around, they go in for Super Marco. Ogwen could only watch.
That is as stampede as you can get with Liquid.
Ogwen!
Okay, using the Divine Judgment right now, but again, there's a hard guard. Better there's strike from Few flickering in!
bang!
And he gets the shutdown on Carl TZ. JP and Sanji will just have to walk away.
Here comes
flicker.
Ford has to play man-to-man defense. Oh, the jump!
JP catches Kyle and might just be able to take him down. But before they even get to do that, he secures the objective yet again. Carl TZ just looking for the targets. They actually take down both Ogwen and Marco. Flap TZ, as tanky as he is, he's now up against potentially 4 members of Liquid. And he still dances through every single one of them, but not for long.
That was an odd turn for Flap. You see how he went the other way when he could have just ran
A little
straight?
bit closer to Few there. Another stun into Carl.
Few.
Oh, no, Few.
Oh, he's right in front of you. And
not
he takes
like
him down.
My goodness.
Commits the wings by wings, but does not flicker away. A part of me thinks he just said, you know what, I'm dead. This is...
Before the Lord.
Falcons seem to know what buttons to push. And comes Carl!
Carl TZ, but their target
done.
is Flap. Is that going to be enough? The Divine Judgment already committed onto him, but he has the Heart Guard, so he will still survive. But Kyle potentially could have taken someone there, but he was in front of JP.
Oh, a lot of ult spend. Look at all the green.
Few.
Taken out of both. Few!
Oh, Few gets fouled!
Oh!
Sanford goes in, but he still has the flicker. Now surviving. Kyle TZ instead changing targets, trying to look for another one. And now JP needs to reset.
The mechanical margins that these two teams are
Flap.
playing with. Look at Flap dancing between Sanji and JP. Carl finds him.
He doesn't want JP to recall, but Carl TZ, he finds the other
Boy,
members.
this is a
JP?
50-50. This is a sure.
Oh,
Wait,
JP?
too deep.
He has an immortality.
He wasn't able to find his target. Immortality already popped. Sanford already using the bravest fighter. Will JP have to escape? And it's a no. Super Marco shuts him down.
Suppress.
Carl TZ doesn't even get to deal enough damage to deal with the backlines. Kyle TZ instead will re-engage. Look for more. But will that be the right call? Even Team Liquid Philippines, very low cooldowns. They're prepared.
They don't want it. They're a man down. Flap TZ pushing the advantage. Falcons, that's a small win, but what do they do with it?
Yeah, they have to clear up the minion waves down bottom because now the passive...
It's a double kill for Carl TZ. Ogwen looking like the next target, but Super Marco has his Salmon Force just in time. Carl TZ just trying to escape,
Carl.
but he will get left all alone. But JP and the other members are
JP.
already here to aid him as well.
Now it's Liquid's turn. They split Falcons up. Falcons was too comfortable.
Oh, Carl TZ.
Carl again, the surprise play. Carl freaking TZ this time with the swing back and the turnaround.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Oh my goodness, 715.
Marco.
But can he escape it? Super Marco has the
Flicker.
flicker.
Bang!
But
He's alive.
barely. He's
One
able to
more.
walk. The hard guard.
Saved.
Mid lane finally penetrated. Bottom gonna be up next.
Yep. They'll have to deal with the waves for now. Hard guard already used on Carl TZ. They will just do their best. A Divine Judgment onto Sanford, and he gets blasted by Super Marco.
The Predator turned prey. They got eyes on Carl.
Kyle TZ looking for Carl. There's the stun and the falling star move.
My goodness.
Immortality's popped for Carl TZ. That's a shutdown for Super Marco.
The Falcons are doing it. It's just Sanji and Ohab left.
Sanji and Ohab, what can you do? Team Falcons will stay alive.
The biggest miracle of season 16 yet. Falcons have punched their ticket to the Conetta Astrodome.
Sometimes the universe just aligns things perfectly for you. When you think you're out, when you think you're down, as long as you keep your head up high, you can fly high like a falcon.